Hey, welcome back friends. So our registration.php file is almost complete, and now from this video we are going to start category section or category portion. You can see here the option category. So now we are going to create a new file for the category. Okay, so let's go in our code editor, and here we can create a new file in this UI folder. Select this UI folder and let's create category.php file. Okay, and the same thing we will do with category.php. We will copy all the code from blank.php file. So select all from blank.php file. Let's copy all the code and let's go on category.php and let's paste here. Okay, I think copy again and let's come back on category.php and let's paste here. Perfect. Now save our file and we can see the output here, and we can give category.php. okay, so you can see the error again which we have seen in the previous videos for the registration.php. okay, so now let's go on our header first, and in the header I can give here the link of my category.php file, category.php. okay, now let's save and let's pick on category.php and let's go on registration file and copy these two lines first. For first is the connection file and second is for the session. So let's copy this and let's come back on category.php and just paste before the header.php file. Let's save. okay, and let's see here our code. And what we are going to do now, let's go on registration.php, and from the registration.php I will copy all the code for our form, and you can see here from the card you can see, and let's see the end tag of this card primary. Perfect here. So I'm going to copy this code so card primary. okay, so let's copy this and let's come back on category.php and card and remove this first from here, from row to this row. okay, cut this and let's paste this all code. okay, and first what I need to do here, simply I will comment out this PHP code first. okay, and I will give here category, and here I will give edit, and here I will give delete and remove these two headings. okay, and here I will remove this email field. okay, and also the password field and also the options. okay, so now we have the name. So instead of name here I am going to give category, and here the attribute is also txt category, and I will remove this required and enter category. okay, and now let's see the output. Save our file and let's go on our browser and click on category.php file. Refresh first. Perfect, you can see here enter category, and we have the save button, and here we will see the list of category and edit button and delete button. So we can changes here also admin and the registration. So let's go in our code editor, and here I can give category, and here I can give category form, okay, and I can change the card from primary to warning, okay. And for the button, here I can change, I can give warning. I am changing the class. Let's save and let's see the output. What will be the changes? Refresh our page. Perfect, you can see here, okay. So this is the category form is successfully created, and we will put the categories here, and after clicking the save button, our category will create it in the database, okay. It means a new entry we will save in the database, okay. So this is enough in this video. We will continue in the next video, but before this I will explain you what I have done in this video. Simply I just created a new file, category.php, and in the category.php file I just added these two lines from the registration.php, and from the registration.php I just copied the whole code, okay, because you can see here the registration. Let me show you. If I open the registration page, here you can see this is just like our category is just like the registration page. So I just copied all the code from the registration page and I just paste in new category.php page, okay. Here I just need a single field, so I deleted it for emails and password, and for the option I just need a single field for the category name, okay. So there is no big job we have done here. Simply you can see here I just add here a simple text field, and I just add here a single, you can see form. In the form you can see a button, okay, and here I just added this table, okay. So now in the next video we will continue. We will create the database for that, and we will insert data into that database table. So if you have any problem or any doubt, you can ask me the question. So see you in next video. Hi, welcome back friends. So in previous video we have successfully created our form for the category, and now in this video we are going to create a database for our category page, and then we will write a query for insert data into that database. So here I already opened my localhost and PHP Myadmin, and you can see here our database name, and here we can create a new table. So our new table name will be tbl underscore category, and here number of column I'm going to give here 2, okay, tbl underscore category. So now let's create, and here I will give cat id, means category id, and here I will give category, my column name, and the category id will be type of integer, and the category id is auto increment and a primary key, okay. And my category will be type of varchar, and the length value will be 200. Now let's save it. Click on save, and our database table is created successful, okay. You can see here, okay, category id and category. Now let's get back on our project and open our category.php, and just before here I can write code for my PHP. So just after the header.php, here I can write if condition. Let me write if, and the same thing I will write here is set, and inside the set I will write $_post, and inside the post I will write btn save, okay. Our button name attribute is btn save. Now let's open and close brace, and inside this I will create a new variable $category, and this $category I will get the value from my txt category. Okay, and then here I will check, I will use a if condition, and here I will use empty method, and inside this empty method I will give here category, and inside this let me close first, and I will show here the sweet alerts. So the sweet alert I can copy from my registration.php page, and let's copy this code, PHP code first, copy, and let's back on category, and just after the footer I can paste that PHP code for this, for the sweet alerts, and just like this I can copy this lines of code and I can paste it here. Okay, I can show a message here, field is empty, category, okay, and here I can show message warning. Okay, now check, save our file, and let's refresh, and here if I click on the button we will see this message, category field is empty. Okay, so our code is working perfect. Now let's back on our code editor, and here I can write else, and inside the else I can write the insert query. Okay, so here I can write the insert query. If m field is filled by the user, then else action will execute. So let me write first. Okay, we have wrote the code and save our file, and let's check our code is working or not, and let's open our category and let's refresh first, and if I click here it will show us message category field is empty, and if I fill here, for example, if I fill here soap, and let's save, category added successful. Okay, and let's see the database and select table category, and here you can see our record successfully added on category ID is 1 and soap, category soap, and if I give here mobile and let's save, so it is added successful. Now refresh our table category. Now you can see here we have 2 records. Okay, so let me explain what I have done here. Simply you can see here I just wrote here if is set $_post and button set. If the button set, then you can see the close tag of this if is here. Okay, and inside this I just get out the value in $category variable using of $_post from the text field, and I just check here if $category is empty, then it will show us a warning message, otherwise insert query will execute. So for the insert query I just wrote this $insert $PDO, then I prepared a statement insert into table category, and here I pass column name category, and in the value I just pass the placeholder cat. Okay, and I use here bind param method for avoiding SQL injections. Then I just pass here 2 parameters, first is placeholder and second is our variable, and I just execute the query, and then I just show this message using of sweet alerts. Okay, so I hope you got this what I have done here. In the next video we will show the records from the database in the table. So if you have any problem, any doubt, you can ask me the question. So see you in next video. Hi, welcome back friends. So in previous video we have successfully inserted category into our database, and you can see here in the database in previous video we have created tbl underscore category, and in this table we have successfully inserted data, category, soap and mobile using of this category.php file. Okay, so now in this video what I am going to do here I will show the list of the data. You can see here the category and edit and delete and hash. Okay, so just like for the registration, let me open the registration page, and you can see here in the registration page you can see the table format. Just like that I want to show the data in category.php file. So what I need to do, simply lets me open the code editor, and here I have category.php file, and you can see here the code which we have wrote in the previous videos for inserting the data into database. So just like that I just copied the code from registration.php for table, and I just pasted in category.php file. You can see here. Okay, you can see here the table border, category, and edit and delete button. Okay, so here you can see the query, but you can see here it is commented code. So let me remove this. Okay, and let me remove this. So now I can write the category instead of user, because our table name is tbl underscore category. Order by user id. Instead of user id I need to give here cat id, means category id. You can see here the column name of our database, cat id and category. Okay, and I just give here cat id, and here I need to give cat id and category also instead of username. And here I will remove this three, user email, user password and role. Okay, and here I need a button, so I will remove this also. Okay, and let me write code for the button. So let's save. For the edit button I wrote the code here, and just like that I can write code for the delete button. So let me copy this td and I need to paste it here again, and the button type is submit, and instead of warning I will give here error, and value here will be the same. Name, instead of bt and edit I will give here delete. Okay, and here I will give delete. Okay, now let's save and see the output. Our code is working or not. Let's refresh our file. Perfect. Okay, so I can see here the list data, and I can see here the buttons, but I need to give here the classes. I need to change here. Let me give here primary, and here I need to give here info. Okay, let's save and see the output. It is working or not. Perfect, you can see here. Okay, so I can able to show the data into the table from the database using of this query. You can see here. Okay, so you can see here we will use this value when we write code for edit the data or for delete the data using of that button. Okay, so in the next video I will show you how can we write code for the edit button, and in further videos we will write code for the delete also. Okay, so if you have any doubt you can ask me the question. See you in next video. Hi, welcome back friends. So in the previous video we have successfully fetched out the data from the database and shown in this table. So now in this video we are going to work with the edit button. When we click on the edit button, and then we will see update form here. Okay, and this save button will change into the update button, and this string test or mobile or soap we will see here. Okay, so how can we do this? Let's go on code editor and let's do the code. So first of all, you can see here our form tag. Let me copy and cut our form tag from here, and I'm going to paste just after the cart body division. So let me paste, and let's remove the close tag of the form from here and copy, and you can see here this is the opening division of cart body, and let's go on the close division of the cart body and just paste just before this division, close division of the cart body. So let's paste here the form close tag, and now after this what we need to do, simply here we need to write PHP code here. So inside the row I am going to write our PHP code. So let's start, and inside the PHP I will write the if condition. First of all, if I am going to check here if is set, and then $post $_post, and inside the post I will check our btn edit is set or not. Okay, now let's open tag and close tag of our form, and you can see here, and here we need to close the if condition. Okay, and here I need to write else section and open and close tag of else section here. Okay, and what I need to do, simply I am going to copy this col-md-4 division. Okay, these are the form code you can see here in our browser, this section. Okay, and this code I am going to copy from here. This is the opening division and this is the close division. So let's copy from here and let's cut this code from here, and I am going to paste this code here in this else section. So using of echo statement I will show that form code. Now let's paste here. Okay, and save, and let's see the output. Here is our page category.php. If I click on the edit button, then this form will disappear. So let's check. Perfect, you can see here. Okay, so let's open our editor, and here you can see our if section. So here in the if section I need to write a query. Select query I will write here. So let me write okay. So I have wrote the query here, and let me explain you what I have done here. You can see here in else section we have just wrote the form code, and let me copy again it from here, copy, and I need to copy all the echo from here. So let's copy this. Okay, and let's paste just after in the if condition. Okay, paste here, and here I need to give another field. First of all, let me copy this input, and this input is for the category name, and just before this input I am going to paste another input, which is which will be the txt id, means cat id, txt cat id here. Okay, and here I will pass what I will pass the values. So let me copy this value attribute and let me paste it here, not here, in the if condition. Okay, you can see here. So here I will paste the value and $row, then cat id. Okay, this is for the txt cat id, and just like that I need here category instead of cat id. So category. Okay, So here I need a button which will be update. So here I'm going to change the class of the button, and here I'm going to give btn update, the name attribute, and the text of the button I'm going to give here update. Okay, and you can see here. So let's see the output. Our code is working or not, then I will explain you what I have done here. Open our browser and refresh our category.php. Now you can see here the insert form, and now let's click here test. If I click on the edit button, you can see our form is changed now here, and you can see here the category ID and category name means category, and the update button. Okay, let's open our code editor, and here I can hide my txt id hidden. This txt id means cat id we will use when we update the category or the records in the category or update query. Okay, so don't be confused. Okay, and now let's save and see the output again. Let's refresh our category.php, and if I put here test1, the category name, category edit successful, and if I click on edit button, you can see here we can edit or update our category. Okay, so what I have done here, simply I just wrote the if. So what I have done here, simply you can see here the if condition. If we click on the edit button, you can see here we are setting, or we are checking our button is set or not. If our button is set, then it will execute this query. Okay, and when the query is run, then this update form we will see. Otherwise we will see this else section, means this insert form. Okay, so it is very easy and not a big task. Simply here I just wrote $select then $PDO, the same query, select asterisk from table category, and I just get out all the value from table category using of where clause, using of cat id, and I just get out the cat id using of button, using of value attribute. You can see here in the button we have already passed the cat id in the button edit. Okay, and here I can change, instead of info, a danger class. Okay, let's save, and simple, you can see here. Okay, and then we have execute the query, and I just check here if $select is getting any value, then it will show us this update form, edit form. Okay, and otherwise if $select is not getting any value, it is empty, then it will show us this else section. Okay, so save, and let's see the output again. Refresh our category.php, and if I click on here or here, you can see the mobile, and you can see the test, and you can see the test1 here. And when we click on the update button, then we can update the category from here. But for the update button code, we will write in next video. I hope you got this, what I have done in this video. If you have any doubt, you can ask me the question. So we will write code for the update button in further videos. So see you in next video. Hey, welcome back friends. So in previous video we have successfully get out the data in our table. You can see here, and you can see here we have two buttons, edit and delete. Now we are going to work for the edit button in this video. So if we click on this edit button, the data means test1, you can see here the category, this is the test category, it will show here, and the button save changes into will change into the update button. So how can we do this? Simply let's go in our code editor, and I will show you. You can see here we have done this in previous video. A button is changed into update button, and our category is shown here in the text field. And now we can change the category from here, and we can click on the update button. but here in this video we are going to write code for this update button. So let's go on our code editor, and here in category.php file we have wrote this source code for our insert data or add category. Okay, so simple. This line of code we can copy for saving our time, and we can edit this code for update the record. So simply let's copy from, if you can see here, from here to here. Let's copy and just paste here, and now let's change. Here I can give btn update instead of btn save. And one thing more I can do here, I need a id, so I can create here a new variable, and in this variable I will get out txt get id from category id. Okay, and here I am checking here if dollar category is empty, I can show here this magic category field is empty. Okay, and in the else section I can write code for the update query. But before this, so let me write here dollar update and is equal to dollar pd, then prepared. Let me remove this insert query, and here I am going to write update. Our table name is tbl underscore category, update tbl underscore category, and set category. Okay, and category is equal to, then here I am using a placeholder cat. Okay, and after the cat here I will use where clause, where cat id is equal to dollar id. Okay, and now, and here I can also do some changes. Insert, instead of insert I am going to write update, and here I will pass this placeholder. You can see here this placeholder, and this is our column name of category, and here I am passing dollar category, the variable name. Okay, you can see here this variable name, and this id I am getting here in this variable using of txt cat id, which is our hidden text field. You can see here txt cat id, and this field is hidden. So this hidden field I am getting the id for update the records. And here let's give update and then execute, and here I can show category update successfully. Okay, and here update fail. Perfect. And let's see the code, and let's save it is working or not. Open our browser, refresh our page, and if I select edit, and if I give here test 1 2 3 4, now I am going to click update, so our category update successfully. Okay, so you can see here our code is working perfect. If I update this test 1 2 3 update, now update successful. Again, if I click on update, and if I remove this 1 2 3 and I click on update, category updated successfully. Okay, so our update button code is working perfect. Let me open here what I have done here. Simply I just use a set method for checking button is click or not, and here I just get out the category from the text field. From this text field you can see here enter category, and I get out the id from the head and text field, and I am checking here if dollar category is empty, then I will show this message. Let me show you. You can see here if I remove this and if I click on update button, then we will see this category field is empty. Okay, so you can see here this message category field is empty. In else section, if our category variable is getting any value or hold any value, then this section will execute. Okay. In this section I just wrote the update query, and I just update the table category, I set the category, and I use here a placeholder which is holding the value from this variable. You can see here this method, bind param method, and I just use here the where clause where cat id is equal to $id. So okay, and I just execute the query, and if our query executed, then we will show, or we can show this message using of sweet alert, category update successful. Okay, and if our category is not updated, then we will show this message, category update fail. I hope you got this what I have done here. If you have any doubt, any question, you can ask me the question. So see you in next video. Hi, welcome back friends. In previous video we have successfully wrote the code for this update button, you can see here, and now in this video we are going to write code for this delete button. You can see here the delete buttons. Okay, so simply let's go on our code editor, open our code editor, and here in previous video we have successfully wrote for update button. We have wrote the code for our update button. Okay, now just like this we can write code for our delete button. So simply here I need to write again if method, if condition, and inside the if condition I will use is set, and inside the is set method I will check our button is set or not. So which button? btn delete. Okay, and now let's open and close brace of our if condition, and then else. Okay, but here we need to give post $_ post and open brace and close brace. Perfect. Okay, so we are working with the post method, and you can see here our form. You can see here form tag, it is just above the our card body, and let's see the close tag of our form. You can see here close tag of our form is here after the table. Okay, so don't forget to add the close tag of your form after the table code. Okay, this is our table code. So let's go for our delete button code, and inside our delete button code I can write a simple query, and simple I need to write delete variable and then $PDO. Same line I need to write here, and I use here prepare method, and inside the prepare method I can write delete from tbl underscore category, and I use here where clause where cat id is equal to, and here I will concatenate then $_ post, and inside this I will pass btn delete. Okay, and let's terminate this. You can see here I just end here by double quotes, and I just use here dot for concatenate $_ post and button delete. So we are getting the id from our button. You can see here our delete button in our table. You can see here in our table this is the name attribute of our button, and using of value attribute you can see here we have cat id means category id, and using of post method we are getting the value in our query. And most important thing is that you need to add this close form tag after the table code. Okay, you can see here now our button delete code. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, I just added button delete, and after this simply I can use here if condition, and inside the if I can write $delete and then execute. Okay, and here I can show a message else, a simple message I can show here. What message? Let me copy this, and here if our delete query is successfully executed, then we can show a message deleted here. Okay, and if I let me copy this, if our query is fail, then it will show us a message delete fail. Now let's save and see the out, our code is working or not. Refresh our category.php file. I just added some categories here. Let's click on delete. Okay, you can see here it is deleted. So our query is working perfect, it is deleted. And let's open and see our database, and inside our database we can see our table category, and inside the table category you can see here category test1, test TLEET, some random category I just added here, and test 1 2 3 4. So let's delete. Okay, and let's delete, and here we can see if I refresh, let's see it is deleted or not. Perfect, you can see here it is deleted from our database. So our delete query is working perfect. And what I have done here, simply you can see here I just use here if condition is, and I use here a set method. I just take our button, click or not, and if our button is clicked, then this query will execute. So this is the delete query, and I just use execute method. If our query is perfectly or successfully run, then it will show us this message using of sweet alert. If our query is failed, then it will show us this message delete fail. Okay, so I hope you got this. If you have any problem, you can ask me the question. So see you in next video. Hi, welcome back friends. In previous video we have successfully wrote the code for a delete button, and in now this video I'm going to show you how can we add a data table plugin. So let me show you what is the difference between an R table and data table plugin table. And you can see here in our table, first let me show you the data table plugin, then you will be understand what is the difference between an R table and data table plugin. Okay, so in this table here is already installed a data table plugin or add a data table plugin code. So you can see here the difference. Here we have the search box for searching. If I search CARA, you can see here the records we can easily search from here, and you can see we can show the entries up to 10 up to 25, you can see here, and we can show the entries of our data up to 50 and 100. Okay, and the most important thing is that you can see here is the pagination. Okay, if we click on second records, we can see the next 10 records. If I click on the third, we can see the next 10 records, and if I click on 4, we can see the next records. Okay, so what we need to do for adding this plugin in our application, here are the some simple steps. You can see here in the first step is include two files. So first files of CSS we need to add in our header.php file, and other file is for JavaScript. For JS we need to add in our footer file, and call this single function. This single function we need to add in our page, then we are able to see data table plugin is add in our table. Okay, so full getting started guide, let's go here, and you can see the example T body, okay, and T head and T foot tag. Okay, so we need to also add T foot tag here. And JavaScript, you can see here there are lots of links and there are lots of way for installing that data table plugin, but here let me open. We are using admin LT dashboard. So in our dashboard, data table plugin is already available. We just need to copy the files or link files of CSS and linking files of JavaScript, and we will add that files in our header and footer. Okay, so simply let me open a new tab and let type localhost and POS barcode, then / then pages. Let me open, and let's open examples, and back from examples let open tables. Okay, and let open data.html file in a new tab, and you can see here in our admin LT dashboard we have this data table plugin already installed. Okay, so you can see here the paginations. Okay, and there are lots of options we can add in our application, but in this video I am going to show you how can we add this search box and this pagination. Okay, and how can we show 10 records, 25 records and up to 100 records. So what we need to do, simply in our code editor we need to open pages. First let's go on pages. Okay, inside the pages let's go for the tables, and tables let's open data.html. okay, and here let's follow first step. In the first step we need to copy the CSS file. You can see here we have 3 CSS files for data table plugin. So let me copy this, copy, and open our header.php, and in the header.php file I will paste that 3 file just after this admin lt main.css. okay, paste and remove this. Shift plus Alt and drag from your mouse. Let's cut. Okay, save, and let's open again our data.html, and let's follow the second step. In second step we need to copy the JavaScript files, and you can see here there are lots of JavaScript files for our data table plugin. So these all files will belongs to the PDF maker and for showing the Excel file. okay, so there are lots of options we can use from this file. So let's copy all the files we will use in next videos. Okay, and let's copy this, and let's open our footer.php, because I have pasted all the JS file in my footer.php. So let's paste. Okay, and click here, press shift and alt, then drag from your mouse. Okay, now press backspace from your keyboard. Perfect. Okay, now let's save, and the third step, let me show you. The third step was copy the function. So you can see here this was the third step. So let me copy this, copy, and let's come back on our code editor, open our category.php, and here after the sweet alert code I am going to write a script. Close and open tag of script and close tag of script, and inside that I will paste that line of codes. Okay, so let's remove this S. Perfect. And here I will need the ID of the table. So tbl underscore category. let's give full name table category. Okay, so our table ID is table category, so let's copy this and let's go on our table, and here let's give a new attribute which is ID, and ID is table category. Okay, now let's save and let's open our category.php file. Now let's refresh, let's see it is working or not. Now it is working. Okay, you can see here. So we can show the records up to 25, you can see here, and we can show the records up to 10, and you can see here the pagination 1 and the next records up to 20. Okay, and if I search here test 3, we can search the test 3. Okay, and we can add here in our table tfoot. Okay, so let's copy this tr, copy, and let's just after the t body give here t foot, close t foot, and inside the t foot save, paste this tr, our heading or header code. Okay, let's open our category.php, let's refresh, and you can see here the header, category, edit and delete. Just like that you can see here the category, edit and delete. So I hope you got this what I have done here. This is the data table plugin which we are used in our category.php file. So what I have done here, simply first of all in header.php I just added these 3 files. For CSS I just copied these 3 files from our data.html because you can see here the output of our data.html file. So from this file I just copied the CSS file and paste here in header.php, and just like that I just copied and paste the JavaScript files in my footer.php, and in category.php I just use this function or method. Okay, and here I pass my table ID, table underscore category. So where is the table ID? So our table ID is here, you can see that. Okay, so this is very easy. If you have any doubt, any problem, you can ask me the question. So see you in next video.